welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Falcons. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visiting Panthers who came away with the victory in that one. So now they look to take the season series here at home in Charlotte. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out and set the tone. This time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The Panthers sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. Some motivation this week, not an issue.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
In motion, the tight end. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's going to get this one across the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Fields on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The pickup there, 5 yards.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's got some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 44 yards rushing so far, and this is just their 1st possession. They've got a new set of downs here.
You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Give him the completion. But again, let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling, the hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
When you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Fields. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up second and 12.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Falcons 14, Panthers 3.
Now they contend with a second and 12 after the loss. He'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Let's go, charge. Ready.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That fourth down decision, unconventional but effective. And they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This will be caught downfield by Marshall. Touchdown, Carolina! Terrace Marshall with career touchdown number 70. And the Panthers have got it back to within a score. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Dobbins. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. He will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 30. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
An option handoff here to Dobbins. Big Derek Brown making the stop.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Fields now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 2nd and 2. 1st down marker at the 5-yard line. Off-play action, Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. started. They need a 4-10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Play action. It's Fields. Oh, it's intercepted. He's trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
He's got a man. That's Marshall. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. All the way up at the 48 now after a good start to the drive. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route, and he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They'll throw now on the final play. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Taken in at the 3.
The Panthers take over the first down at their own 14-yard line.
Terrible, awful. Seriously, just
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think Luke.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far in this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the first and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is nailed. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Fields. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. So the opening drive in this third quarter, they're trying to set the tone for the second half.
And without a doubt, they did exactly that. I've known coaches who have said the first 5 minutes of each half are so important to do exactly what you said, which is set the tone. I've also heard coaches talk about the first 5 plays. Let's go out and be aggressive right off the top. That's exactly what they did.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. On 4th down, Fields. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Falcons first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. Yeah. After that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
On 1st down, Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple. They'll drop to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
And the Panthers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. McCaffrey turned away on 4th and goal. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Okay.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the third quarter. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16.
144 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Singletary again. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
On 2nd and goal, Fields steps away to his left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Amari Barlow able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal, the last 2 plays having gone backwards. To throw is Fields. And he's got it.
Well, you know me pretty well now. You know what I want to do after that completed pass. 4th down, down by 3. What do I want to do here?
You want to go for it. You might be tempted. I think they need to kick it.
Yeah, someone might have to overrule me. Get the kicker out there, tie this game up.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
Black shot. 6, 7.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offensive coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover, put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On play action, they'll throw. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. 41 yards. And the Panthers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, Fields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go to the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback trying to receive the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
3rd and long. It's Fields. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. They scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one. On a bad time late for a poor throw, it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. A 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. And this complete to Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Able to hook up here with Ridley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts.
As he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Throwing again is Fields.
And his throw is incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Fields. He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. As they stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Throwing on 3rd down. Fields.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
It's Bubba Borden who picks it. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining. But that interception puts it in any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well, great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, tried to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And this is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Terrace Marshall.
His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Panthers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting.
And this is taken in at the 5. A big connection on that one. 54 yards.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they had the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Panthers, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try again next week at home against New England.
Battle. Petty, don't matter. Far as that tattle, I pray to God they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should have been to prison. Don't worry, remorse, no cases pinned. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't been swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you